Έπαιζε με στενός κοινός, αληθώς και χαριτωμένος.
Δεν βρουν έξω.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing Dianikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
All right. Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game? So glad you brought company.
No, well...
I need my friend back. He's due to act in a play. I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays Dianikis. Leonidas is lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not! Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Misthios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
Let's make a deal. My services as a Misthios against his debt.
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Evieas. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake. Bring it back, and we'll call this even.
Is that all? I'll be back before you know it. Good. I should return this to the commander. I found that good luck charm you mentioned. And the wolves, you didn't.
Which I'm sure were no problem for a Misthios like you. Now, give me back my sword.
You never said this was a sword.
The best kind of luck is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even.
Yes. This will cover his debt. Now both of you get out of my sight.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing Dianikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because he has enemies.
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? Dianikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different for you?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character. Thank you!
You're welcome. Now get back to Thespis for rehearsals.
The gods!
Don't thank them yet. Let's get out of here.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakas keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am. But the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let the witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next? That witch is dead. Thanks, Zeus.
Help! Help! I mean, you're dead.
That horrible witch won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, thank you. That delusional hag turned her followers against me. But now that she's dead, I should be fine. Right?
You'll be fine. You should go on and play your part knowing Xerxes is safe.
You're right. Xerxes was sure of himself. A god amongst men. I should be as confident as him.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you. Xerxes will rule at last!
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with, what's Hedony?
Hidoni is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hidoni.
I'm not seeking bliss. I'm seeking an actor.
We have no actors here, only teachers and students.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hidoni. Like mine, everyone here is Hidoni.
Just give me a straight answer. I need to find that actor.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you too.
Fine. Initiate me. Hidoni, what do I have to do?
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into froth of fantasy.
Right. And then what?
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with the treasure you'll find inside.
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. Got it. This is the waterfall. Now to pick a good spot and jump. That cave must be around here somewhere. Ah, that must be the cave with the treasure inside. That's what I'm looking for.
Έναν εξάδελφο και πόσες ώρες είδες.
I jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure. Now will you initiate me?
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hidoni. Hidoni, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with them now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hidoni, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hidoni. But I need to stay here, work on my enlightenment. All right?
Picture it. You, up on a stage, showing hundreds of people how wonderful the message of Hidoni is. I'm offering you that chance. You just have to take it.
That is magnificent. A chance to spread the joy of Hidoni to so many people. I'll do it.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elise. And get on with your rehearsals, Hidoni. I mean, Ephialtes.
Alexios, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated. So, what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
We are not cancelling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it!
On it!
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with you.
I'll go rehearse with my fellow actors first.
So good to see you. I'm sure you'll make a great Leonidas, seeing as you took care of that commander so thoroughly.
It was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
Hidoni, good to see you. There's a lot of people out there, aren't there? I sure hope the good word of the goddess can carry me through.
I'm sure it will.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor. I'll say, I'm so clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art. Don't take the details too seriously.
You're back.
Good.
Your word stuck with me, Mistios.
The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespius loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
Do you need to rehearse more? Or are you ready to be Leonidas?
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play! The heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or under it.
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal!
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with wine!
All right. I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. You know I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. Those stuck-up Spartans won't stand a chance. I've defeated your plans, Leonidas. What are you going to do about that?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Don't worry, my friend. It happens all the time when Thespius tries to write lines. Your performance was fine.
I'm going to talk to that Thespius.
Marvelous. Such a performance.
Did you hear the crowd? I barely got out of there without a fight. Next time, listen to the advice of people who know what they're talking about. After all, Leonidas was my grandfather.
Oh, you never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, your part of the tape.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.